first quarter lead. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his second season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it ends with a Jet touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
On second down, it's Carson. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on third and just a yard. It's complete to Lockett. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
Here's Michael Dixon now to punt. A big rush, and it's blocked. Jets come after him, and they get him. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And it's a touchdown for the Jets. In for the score. And the Jets will extend their lead.
Partners, you well know every block punt wasn't necessarily a called block. Sometimes the guy just finds his way back there. Doesn't matter. The play happens, and that one turned into 6 points because they handled it so well after the block.
The lefty Tavecchio now to add the extra point. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. So the very rare blocked punt, scooped and returned for a touchdown. What an exciting play. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Brian Poole. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. So more problems here in this first quarter. Already 2 scores down, and here they give away the football.
And if I'm the head coach, I think it's time to start lighting a fire under some of these guys. Now, you have to do it within your personality. They can't perceive it as fake. But I'd go get after some guys because they don't look ready to play to me. They look flat, uninspired. It's time to get moving.
And New York set to take the field. Now, these guys hardly got a chance to catch their breath after the quick turnover, but I doubt they're complaining much.
Especially with the field position they get to start with. I wouldn't be complaining either. I'd want to get right back out there and get after them because now you have an opportunity to make a big play. I'd say let's be aggressive and go after him.
Throwing to start the drive. Shaw. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Bell. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. Sharp there with his feet, gets him a little extra space, and then drop just inside the 20. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play call to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
4 yards the pickup, first down. On first down, it's Bell. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown run. And the Jets will extend their lead.
Could not block that one any better. Everyone was accounted for, and a great surge by the offensive line.
Vecchio to add the PAT. And it's 21-3. So that drive spanned 5 plays, and it ends with a Le'Veon Bell touchdown run. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action.
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
On second down now, it's Carson. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. On 3rd down, Carson, and he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now, 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a first down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you.
Play action. It's Wilson going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf. And it's 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. This is Carson. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. On 3rd down, Wilson. Open man is Gordon, complete.
That's it, baby. We got work.
What a catch, and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them,
They
don't
get that
they?
little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game.
Here's Wilson. Out to the right. He gets it to Lockett. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. They go play action with Wilson. It's a first down and more for Gordon. Able to get this to Gordon. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 25-yard line. 21-3 is your score after one. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They run it with Carson. Now Carson fumbles the football, and it's scooped up by the Jets. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Le'Veon Bell and the Jets ready to begin their next drive. He's been effective so far, over the 40-yard mark here in the second quarter. Don't forget about those guys up front, though. They've been effective, too.
The leverage game has been in their favor. They've been the ones who've been able to bend their knees, drop their hips, and get a little bit lower than the guys on the other side of the football, and they've moved them out of the way for the runner.
Sometimes that's tough for those big fellas.
Not an easy thing for them to do.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Shaw. And this will be incomplete. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Here's Shaw. That one complete to Anderson. And he gets it just shy of midfield, but that's not enough. He's short of the marker. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. Here's Britton Colquitt to punt this one away. Back deep, the dangerous Tyler Lockett. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum.
It's a pickup of 6.
On 2nd down, it's Carson. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun, it's Wilson. And he finds Penny. And some room to work. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well. They'll get a few stops.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. They go play action now. Wilson. There goes a deep ball. End zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Metcalf once again the target, but it'll be 2nd down. 2nd and 10 now. Wilson. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Brian Poole. There he goes left side. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. lefty Tavecchio now to add the extra point. And they open the lead up now to 25 points. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. This will be fielded at the 8. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. The Jets defense, we watch them get set to go now. And a big reason they have the lead right now, as we see on the screen, their 3 turnovers.
And how about the emotion now that the defensive team is generating for the entire team? Creating the turnovers, what they call takeaways, and turning those into points for their team. That's why they have the lead, and that's got to be exciting for those guys on the defensive side of the ball.
They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. From the 38, Wilson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. And it's hauled in by Ed Dixon. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the 1st down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Now here's Michael Dixon. And remember, he had his first punt blocked. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. And New York set to take the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
On 2nd down, it's Bell. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
He was brought down by Bradley McDougal.
54 Mike.
That's a gain of 8.
On 3rd and 2, Shaw. And that is incomplete.
Intended for Robbie Anderson. Incomplete.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. Here's Britton Colquitt now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. So possession goes over here on the punt, and it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game. I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Wilson now 11 of 17 passing thus far. He's got his guys at 1st and 10. Here's Carson. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, He was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. On second down now, it's Carson. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. The Seahawks on third down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the first, right around the 42. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check-down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he could break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he could scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
Now here's Michael Dixon. Remember, though, he did have one blocked earlier. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Now the Jet offense about to take over as they head out onto the field. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
A first down carry for Bell, but he'll work forward for only about a yard. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. 2nd and 9 now from the 21. On the catch, it's Crowder. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
That's a gain of 6.
From the gun on 3rd down. Shaw, a bullet throw, but incomplete.
Intended for Chris Herndon. Incomplete.
Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Call that a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
In your face.
From the shotgun, Wilson. That's complete. It's Gordon. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a gain of 12, 1st down Seahawks. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Wilson. And Dixon has it. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. They run the counter. Carson, and shedding the tackle, and now some room. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 11 yards there and a 1st down for Seattle.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Move 15. Mike 57. Strip the ball. Strip that ball. 25.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Penny. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check, check. Watch 54.
Throwing on 2nd down. Wilson. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Seahawks are able to cut into that deficit.
As the offense went on the field to start their last drive, you know they discussed in the huddle, hey, if we put one in the end zone here, we've put ourselves in a position to start making a comeback.
Jason Myers now for the extra point. And this is up and good. It cuts the lead to 28-10 now. So this drive spans 7 plays, and the Seahawks capping it off with a touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
We play to win. Let's go.
And we put our focus now on Le'Veon Bell. We're in the second quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air first, maybe they have to start respecting that even more.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jadeveon Clowney showing the explosiveness on the sack.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. From the shotgun, it's a give to Bell. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. The Jets on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Shaw. Oh, he's got a little daylight.
Personal foul, unnecessary roughness, defense.
I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
How about this starting field position? 1st and goal from 2 yards out. They'll try to run with Carson. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder coming up at halftime, it's the season debut of the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, as we look ahead to all the action coming up this opening weekend. And of course, we'll also take a look back at this first half. They lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Now from back at the 5, this is 3rd and goal. Here's Wilson. From the gun, he'll throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground, and now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Myers' kick is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So not sure how they feel about that. They had golden field position to start the drive after the fumble recovery, but they went backward and then got 3.
Well, let's go from gold to silver, because the silver lining is they got the 3, right? You were talking about the golden field position. They didn't take advantage of it. That has to feel like a letdown.
You always stand ready to pounce. Always. And Le'Veon Bell making his way back out onto the field now. And it may just be the second quarter, but he's in his zone, well on his way to eclipsing that 100-yard mark.
And when a back has a game, as we're witnessing right now, his name's going to be in the books, But it's really a collective deal, isn't it? Because that
The
means
O-line.
he's getting plenty of blocking, a lot of help from his teammates, but he's making the most of it.
Yeah, he's made the most of it to this point. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Throwing on first down. Shaw. And, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11. Caught here by Griffin. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Shaw. He finds his target. It's Crowder. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done.
Here we go. 54. Right there. 54 Mike. Check the outs. Check the outs. Check the outs. Check 26. Check 26.
On first down, Shaw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again. Shaw. That's complete. It's Bell. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored 1, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
Tavecchio on for the field goal. A 37-yard attempt.
Tavecchio puts this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that, and we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. He'll find Metcalf. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Get ready. Get ready.
It's a gain of 20. First down, Seahawks.
Wilson now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10. Final play of the half. It's Wilson. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. So we have reached halftime here in the Thursday night opener, as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, good to get another season underway. We'll get back to you guys for the second half of the season opener. But first, let's take a look at what's still to come here in the opening weekend of the NFL season. As far as the early games go on Sunday, we'll have our eye on Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. A big one for the Chiefs as they get set to match up with the Buffalo Bills. Good stuff to follow on the West Coast in the afternoon window. one being out in Oakland, where it'll be the Raiders taking on the Denver Broncos. And finally, Sunday Night Football. They've got a good one lined up between the Baltimore Ravens and the New England Patriots. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And New York set to take the field. They had a big first half. Now they have a chance to add to that lead here in the opening possession of the second half.
And everyone always asks about halftime adjustments, kind of the key phrase. What did you do at halftime? Well, the way they ran offense in the first half, I think they were very calm, congratulatory, but also what they were saying is don't expect them to be the same on defense. They'll be the ones making the adjustments. Let's see what they do, and we'll attack accordingly.
And we'll see how they attack here. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Now after the run by Bell, here's another 1st and 10.
Watch the flag, watch the flag. Watch the flag, motion, block.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
Let's go.
On 2nd down, it's Bell. 3 yards is the pickup, but it leaves them still needing 11 here on 3rd down.
Single in the slot.
On 3rd down, Shaw. Herndon's got it complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. A Jet first down, 18 big yards that time.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
This quarterback now 12 of 17 through the air as he leads his guys up on 1st down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Back to throw. Shaw, caught here by Bell. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Watch the pass.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Shaw, this is Bell on the dump off. Now Bell hit. He lost the football, and the Seahawks have picked it up. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line.
Hey, whatever happened to the days of just getting a fumble recovery? Everyone's into taking it the other way and trying to create points themselves, aren't they?
Well, they are, and now a terrific opportunity inside the 5. Now we'll see what this Seahawks offense has in store with their first possession of the second half. 3 red zone trips have yielded just 2 field goals for them to this point, so they'll be searching for something more on second and goal here. They'll toss it out to Carson, and he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Seahawks capitalize on this short field as they take it in for 6. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Now Myers for the extra point. And that one makes this an 11-point deficit now. A nice, tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position, and only 1 play to score it. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Le'Veon Bell and the Jets ready to begin their next drive. He's had a good performance, moved the ball effectively on the ground. Of course, he has the 1 touchdown.
And when you're able to move it as effectively as you've described, that leads to finding a way into the end zone, and now he's just trying to do it for a second time. And, of course, with that comes additional yardage.
Yeah, looking for additional yardage, and again, that second score here in the third quarter. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A Jet first down, 18 big yards that time.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
So 1 play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Off play action. Shaw. Griffin's got it, middle of the field. A Jet first down, 18 big yards that time.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Off the play fake. Shaw. That's going to be caught. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. As his guys are in for 6. And the Jets will extend their lead. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie. Because usually your rookie season is in a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Tavecchio good on the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. Scoring summary, 3-play drive, and it's finished off by a New York Jets touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Now Wilson on first down. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd and 12.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Now a throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete. And I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. If the ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Wilson. He's got Lockett. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Wilson to Lockett there for the Seahawk first down.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Gets it to Gordon. And DP goes into Jets territory before being taken down. A big play there on the catch and run. 45 yards.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Wilson. That's complete into the hands of Carson. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Wilson leaves this one with Penny. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with 3rd down coming up. So a decent deficit at this stage in the second half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yardage on this play, this is what we'll do going forward. If we lose yardage, this is the play call that I'll have ready.
Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. From the gun, it's Wilson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Penny will try to punch it in, and he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Seahawks are able to close the gap just a bit. And nothing special there. They show they were going to run the football. They ran it. They got it in.
Like old-time football, right? Hey, this is exactly what we're going to do. Straight-ahead power, and they got it done.
The extra point now coming from Myers. And that one makes this an 11-point deficit now. That time a 9-play drive. And it's finished off by a Rashad Penny touchdown run. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. He's going to be stopped here with a penalty marker on the field.
Personal foul.
I'm not sure what this is about.
Defense.
So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
The face mask moves him all the way out past the 40 now for first down.
Exit.
A quick throw out wide, caught by Crowder. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that'll make it second down. On second down now, it's Bell. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
I'm coming after you. Check.
On first and 10, Shaw. This one caught by Crowder. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37, gain of 9. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Here's Shaw. Throw complete to Herndon. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Bell. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. To throw on second down. Shaw, he's got Herndon, his tight end.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is third down.
Let's put that team on.
From the gun, Shaw. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to fourth down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will get the lead up to 14. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Chris Carson trotting back out there. We've seen him be good so far. He's hoping to continue that trend here in quarter number 3.
And typically when you see guys running it this well, they see the game in slow motion, don't they? They see the cuts happen. They see the blocks happen. They feel really good about their vision, and then they use their legs to find that open space.
And he's had some good help up front to boot. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. To throw again on second down. Wilson, it's caught, Lockett. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first. On first down, Wilson completes it to Dixon. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. That throw good for 4. It's second down. Looking to throw again on second down. Wilson got Gordon open, completes it. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. They run again with Carson, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes it's just a matter of philosophy. Some say run until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool them on that play.
The run hasn't worked the last couple of plays. Now it's 3rd and 14. Wilson after the play fake to Carson. This is caught. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. From the shotgun, Wilson. That's caught at the 3. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. Wilson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. On 3rd and goal, Wilson. Able to get this to Gordon. And he's going to be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to take us to the end of the 3rd quarter play. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Seahawks with possession of the football, but they do trail here to begin quarter number 4.
Jason Myers on for the field goal. A 20-yard attempt.
And Myers able to knock it through. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And we put our focus now on Le'Veon Bell. And we have seen a decline in the numbers. Where does the fault lie? Just him? Maybe the guys up front? Combination?
Well, as you and I both know, it's almost always a collective deal. But in this case, I think maybe the offensive line got a little overconfident. They had blocked so well in the first half, picked up on what the defense was doing. I think we've seen an adjustment now that they have not picked up on, and now they're being a little bit overwhelmed.
It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.